Alright, Aries. Let's see. Now I really don't even know if this freaking thing work or not. But because it don't even do nothing. And I actually was doing a video and didn't realize it wasn't up here, and I still heard the same thing. Now I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna do something different today. I'm gonna start out with these versus tarot. Now, is it going to make a difference? I don't know. But we're going to do it anyway. Let's see. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let me see. Now we have nurture and spiritual partnership showing up here. Nurture spiritual partnerships and intuition. I see effort. Let me see. All right. And some type of completion. All right, now let's see. We're going to do it this way. Wow. I don't know. I get the feeling that you need to nurture your gift. I'm just looking at her. You see the spirit cooking? And the star. Or spiritual partnership. Something about your own unique gift. Understand that fire is your element. That's Mars. That's your ruling planet. I mean, and see, the devil is on his ass. It's in the reverse. You know, it's like something is detaching itself right here as I move to completion. Let me see. See the phoenix rising from the fire. And the Hierophant is on this side. And the loss. It's in reverse. This is letting go. Now, because we got the Hierophant, it could be so many things that you're letting go. Now, investments, you know, past investments on any level. So let's pull from this deck and see what come out. Now, ain't no telling what's going to come out of here, so take it with a grain of salt if you will. But let's see. I just want to put a little spice with it. A little something. Now, this is regarding your throne, and it's time to evolve. I'll show it to you so you can see. Let me see if I can turn out this light. What happens? Let me see. Now, I can't really see it all. Regarding your throne, it's time to evolve. And this one says the allegory of the cave. Your eyes are useless when your mind is blind. Wow. Now let's leave that right there. Wow, wow, wow. Let me see. Now we got introspection. Now that has a lot to do with your third eye. And I see expansion. And damn. There's your energy. With spiritual partnership. Mars. Now you can see in 1222. Now investigate. The 8th house. Scorpio. The loss. Now you might be going through some type of mourning. And we got think. And we got North Node showing up right here. Now this right here, Pallas Athena loans you the ability to walk into any boardroom or any situation with the right words at hand, you know, to get your point across. Now, I don't know what it is that you do for a living or why you would need, you know, that ability for the situation that you're in or maybe placed in. But it is spiritual partnership down here with Mars. And we see war. And we're all in spiritual warfare right now. But I don't know. Now I want to say that you're in alignment, but let me see what the my girl's gonna bring out. Let's see. It's something about your third eye. I told you, and it says your eyes are useless when your mind is blind. Nurture. You know, investigate things that you may be holding on to, that you may need to release with this completion. I don't know. The Hierophant is at the bottom of the deck, which, you know, is institutions, jobs, relationships, spells, contracts. And this is right there. And look at that. And the Magician is next. And the Empress is next. Wow. You see how you can continue to just use a story. Just go. You see the Hierophant, the pain, the Tower. You know, that's that Mars energy, spiritual partnership with the Magician. You know, with the Empress, that's the universe in you. Boo. That's Big Mama. She got your back, boo. You know? It's the elements. This is the star calling in support. You see her with the horn? The shell? Let's see. Let's see what you need to nurture. What you need to nurture. We're going to take this one first because it's over there closest. Now, Oshun of Miracles is here. Divine synchronicity, unexpected blessings, and hope. And we also have Oshun the Warrior right here with Mars. Personal power, assertiveness, and leadership. Now these cards do have a shadow to it. So let's read out what the shadow is. Let me see what's going on with it. The 12th. We can read both of those and see what's going on with this. What needs to be nurturing. And Oshun Rising. You know, awakening, enlightenment, and insight is here. And anytime you see rising, again, you can see this as your rising sign. Somebody could have a ascendant or a moon in Scorpio. Or is it descent? I don't know which one it is. But anyway, you can have, some of your South Node in Scorpio. I don't know. Don't have to be though. But it's something. Scorpio, she does represent the high priestess as well. The 8th house. It's your Black Lilith could also be in Scorpio. Let me see. Yeah, something is about to be unlocked to you. Because it says Oshun of unlocked gates. Freedom, breaking barriers, unleashing potential. And see, she got the key. But let me see something. Let me see what the miracle, the miracles is talking about. 43. Y'all, I am really trying to give up smoking those doggone things, and it ain't. Woo! Talking about the withdrawals. It's serious. Now, Now it says, "Oh my goddesses, all things are truly possible. All things truly are possible." It says you are you are a walking miracle with the power to manifest your deepest desires. Consider this divine affirmation that extraordinary events are within your reach. This is your cosmic signal that the universe is conspiring in your favor. And those things that seemed impossible are now achievable. Yeah, it's like the warrior is right here, right next to Mars. 16 and 22. Now let me see. It says, don't allow skepticism to cloud your vision or block miracles already present. Miracles are everyday blessings awaiting to be recognized, not just on rare occurrences. Stay open to the unexpected. Trust that you are always in the right place at the right time. To activate this miraculous energy, start by embracing gratitude, feeling thankful for the blessings that are on their way, as if they have already arrived. Write down your dreams and goals and what you want to manifest. Then take concrete, accountable steps to bring them to life. Cast aside any self-imposed limitations or doubt and make room for your gifts. It's not just about waiting for the miracles. It's about stepping into your own power to create one. Right there with the star. Yeah, personal power, assertiveness, and leadership. Right there. It's like it's right there. And whatever you're holding on, it's like you're letting go. And I guess that's that self-imposed doubt, because this is cups, which is emotions. You know? Something is unlocking. Now let me see. Let me see. Yeah, you see the tree? The tree of life, the tree of knowledge, right there with nurture. The 7 of cups, which is all about your dreams, or the 7 deadly sins, temptation, introspection. But you got a lot of knowledge. Now, I said all that because we know that this card got a couple of meanings to it. You see the tree right there with the 5 and the 7 of cups right there, the 7 of hearts. All right. And there we go with the scythe. And this is just like, Virgo card. But it's the Jack of Pentacles. The scythe is the weed whacker. They be cutting the harvest, the splitting the wheat from the tare. a spiritual partnership. Now, this could be telling you to release any negative energies. Now, this could also be you wanting to get in somewhere, you know? Well, let's see. It is giving me a portal with this spiritual partnership. Yeah? Patience. Jack of Pentacles. He look cray-cray. Crazy. Let me see. This Sun. The Ace of Pentacles. Ocean Rising. Investigate. Completion. And there's the book at the bottom of the deck with the Ten of Pentacles. Now we know that the Ten of Pentacles with the book, and it's open, it's on the table, it's learning something about your own inheritance. Now it could have something to do with your third eye in regards to some information that you have attained. You may need to investigate it. You know, sometimes we don't read to see it as clarification. Sometimes you need to read to decipher, to investigate, to pick apart, to question. You know, people read things and just think it as fact sometimes. And maybe that's not it, boo. Yeah, because we do have to investigate. You know, sometimes you can thank your little lucky stars. If you're not programmed with a lot of written word. Unless you gotta learn. But let me see. Unless you gotta unlearn. Now we got the fish showing up here, which is the number 34. And it's the King of Pentacles with nurture. Something to do with, trade. Something you do for work. Miracles. 12th house introspection. And we got the ancestors showing up here. And they usually show up to make things all better. Could have something to do with these miracles. And we got the 7 and the Queen of Wands. Spiritual partnerships. A lot of passion. Sometimes the Ouroboros does chase his own tail. But 7 is the number of completion with this warrior. You can be seeing 727. And yeah, something is about to take off in the Ten of Swords. A completion. 13, a rebirth. 31. 1331, a reflection. You know? Well, you can see this as 31 as well, but 10 here and 3 there is 13. But we got 31 right there. Yeah. The dice. Now maybe there's some type of chance that you need to take. You know? Bet on yourself. Now let me see. I think we're gonna close it out with these. We ain't gonna make it too long. And you got the Death card. A rebirth. And a victory. With a warrior. A spiritual partnership. Whatever this Mars is. Now, y'all remember the little movie Firestarter? And she had to learn to control her powers before she set the whole damn world on fire. And damn, epiphany. Maybe that's why I keep seeing fire. And I'm not saying forest fire. I'm saying like buildings and entrapment. That's crazy. I didn't even think about that until right now. It's like, why do I keep seeing fire? Now you got memory and secret right here with completion. With the sun. And rising and investigate. You see how this is rising? That ship with the number 3, the 3rd house or the 10th house. Kundalini rising. Damn. Alright, we're going to close it out with that deck. Just so we can see what's going on. But anyway, memory. And secret. Something you're about to learn. Something about your own little gifts. Yep. And it has something to, yeah, intention is here. And it got, yeah, something about how it can sting. I don't know. I know it sounds crazy, but miracle is right here. I don't know. It sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy to me, but it's something. It sounds crazy to me too. Yeah, you're about to get the key to it. To unlock some type of gift. You're about to learn it. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. Let me honor that. Because one is in reverse and one is in upright. Let me see. Let me see. It's on page 83. Let me see. Now, in the reverse, and it's so crazy, I put it right up under this spiritual partnership. Not even recognizing that fully. Now, it says, there are aspects of yourself that you are denying, shaming, or judging. And it says, are you suppressing any shadow emotions such as anger, sadness, or loneliness? Now, it is lined up with, you know, Mars, fire, warrior, you know? And you see, with this Ouroboros chasing your tail in this situation right here. You know? Because he looked like a straight up madman. Now, don't take away from anything else that I said, because it all applies. Now, it says, the wounded masculine creates feelings of separation, increased ego, competitiveness, and emotional detachment. The wounded feminine causes jealousy, gossip, low self-worth, need for external validation, and manipulation. Take a moment to reflect. What are you observing within and around yourself? Our external world is a reflection of our internal world, steering us in the direction we must examine and heal. Now let me see. Shit. Yeah. You hanging around with a whole bunch of gossip, you know, low toxic vibrational betties. Listen. It's something that's attracting you to it. Something. Now this one is in the upright, and it says you have devoted your entire self to a person or a project, and your loyalty cannot be questioned. Even in the face of harsh treatment, you have endured the name of love. Sita remained loyal to her husband Ram despite emphasis on, Aries, despite being told he was dead and when another king wanted to marry her. When her husband returned, he did not believe her fidelity. She said, "If I am telling the truth, I will jump into the fire and then not be burned." Wow. And I'm talking about all this fire. Creepy, right? And it's rising from the flame. Investigate Scorpio. Scorpio goes into the death and the darkness. It's the 8th house. Sita understands how much you truly care and in the sacrifices you have made. You have displayed selfless devotion, which is one of the most holy things we can do in serving those you love. You serve the divine. Now, I want to say that, you know what? People pleasing. I don't know if when people think love is not enabling, love is not destructive, love is not sacrificing oneself for another. That's it. You got to have self-love first. You got to be your first priority. And I think sometimes people get, sometimes, especially in these written words, and especially when I was just talking about questioning some of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now it's making me think about this story time that I just heard the other day. And this person was calling out another person. But the person that was calling out the situation actually set the precedence for all this shit to take place. And I'm like, wow. But the person that really took the brunt of the situation was the person that was advised to take on this relationship, whether it be friendship, intimate or not, whatever the frick it was a whole disaster. Now this person was people pleasing. It was like I was so mad in listening to the story because the person even came up and gave their account of the situation, and I did not feel sorry for the person because I was like, God damn, grow some balls all damn ready. You want to sit up here and act like a victim, but none of this shit would have taken place if you would have just said hell no. It's like you signed up for it voluntarily and you went along with it. I don't even feel sorry for the shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's your own damn fault. You could have stopped that at any time. Anytime. And it ain't like she needed this person or nothing like that. Nope. They was in her house. She could put their ass out at any time. It could have been over just like that right there. But no, you endured it. You wanted to keep going along with the shit. Then the other person that called themselves want to call the person out. You're the one set the whole shit up. But because the person that, set the whole thing up, begged the person that ain't had no balls to take on this situation, wanted the people please that person. And what it was in fear of not, I don't know it had to be some fear associated with it for somebody to endure that shit for that long. But I'm like, are you, listen, child, listen, listen. A whole hot fucking mess. I tell you, birds of a feather flock to frickin' gather. All of them. All of them. All of them. All of them. Fuck y'all BS. I was like, when you listen to this shit and then you want to call somebody out, but you the one set the shit up. Alright, I'm done.